And we are back. We are back and
Hello.
live with Rise of the Runelords, episode 45 tonight, as we interrupt your normally scheduled programming for a little bit of a side adventure. um, Last week, as our heroes, Drystan's Vigil, laid down and went to sleep, we faded to black and did a little bit of a 4 days earlier. And the morning of, as our heroes are in Sandpoint getting on a boat to go to Magnamar, that's where this story is going to pick up at. We left off with the Sheriff Baylor Hemlock, getting a message saying that a caravan that was headed for Sandpoint had not shown up. And he decided to dispatch some riders to go see if they could locate them on the road. And that was kind of where we left off at. We're going to pick it up right there on that morning with some little bit of introductions first off. So we're going to go through and just let everybody know that our characters are different now. We're not playing our heroes. We're playing the townspeople of Sandpoint, and who is playing each of these characters. Um, do you all want to introduce yourselves and your characters, or do you want me just to go in through and list off everybody on the list kind of deal? I'm getting for sure head nods and shakes from one character. So I guess that's what I'll do. I'll just go through and introduce everybody so that everybody knows who's playing what. So David, the Tinkerer, is playing Vin Vender, the local Sandpoint stores proprietor. Katie Krothar is playing Vesnut Peru of the Way North, our bookstore gnome. Yes, yes. That already has at least one or two books that are signed by the Tinkerer in their possession now.
Very valuable.
Right? Very valuable. They're definitely collector's editions. Jen Levia is
Please don't
playing.
sign anything else.
Yep.
Correct.
Yep. Jen is playing Kendra Deverin, the mayor of Sandpoint, a very prominent figure in town.
I will do what
Rick,
it takes to protect the people.
there you go. Rick, also the slasher, is playing Gorvy, the local trash man. He's in charge of the Gorvy's boys, which is well, the trash crew. He's also a little bit of a nuisance character around town.
And he's Levia's uncle.
And
He's
he is
Levia's weird,
Levia's uncle.
estranged uncle that's always fucking traveling.
Right? He's always out working, man. You know, he's never
Just
never
as
takes.
you left, you came back.
I know. I'm gonna have to leave a note or something.
Yep. Steve, playing Cinder, is also now playing Daz Corfoot, the Red Dog Smithies proprietor and owner. We have Alan normally playing Delilah, is now playing Amiko Kaijitsu, the Rusty Dragons owner and proprietor that we've grown to know and love. And lastly, we have Leslie that normally plays Clara Green, is now playing Davern Hosk, the Goblin Squash Stables owner and proprietor that's right next to the Rusty Dragon and works
Who
in
collects
tandem with
ears?
him. And
Yeah,
who collects ears of goblins.
Collects goblin ears for
Yep.
the funsy onesies.
Absolutely. So that is who our cast is this evening. And we're going to pick up basically that morning with some different events happening. So first off, we've already known that Hemlock has gotten this report, as our players know that. The characters themselves don't know anything of these events at this point, but Hemlock is going to be dispatching, as I said, a few guard to go ride down the Lost Coast Road and attempt to see if they can find out what happened to this caravan, if it did make it anywhere near Sandpoint. So, that being said, they are going to make a stop as they are leaving the garrison and heading south through town. They will be stopping at the Goblin Squash Stables and inquiring with the owner there. So this morning, Devrin, as you are working in the stables, you're doing your morning routines, a trio of guards would ride up on horses, and one of them would dismount, walk over, and knock loudly on the door. Hosk, you here? Where you at?
Clara.
He's on the
Clara.
pooper.
Leslie.
Oh, Say if I see you key, your mic is hitting, but you're not coming through. Oop.
What do you mean? I'm right here.
There you go. There we go. Yes, you are. You are exactly right here. Absolutely right here. He would be like, hey, we got a question for you. You busy this morning?
I'm always busy.
I mean, fair point.
But what? What do you want?
Well, we're being sent out to go see if we can find this group of wagons that were supposed to be coming up from Magnamar, but we're not exactly trackers, and we know that you kind of are. So in case we just find anything weird, we figured might be good to have somebody.
So you need me to come along? Is that right?
I mean, you're welcome to join us. I can't make you come.
No, without a date first.
But I'm asking you. I'm asking you to come with us.
Fine.
Right. All right. So Hosk, you would take a few minutes, saddle up a horse, and you would follow the guard out of town going south. No checks for you just yet, but we wanted to establish that is in fact what is happening. Let's see. I need to pull up one thing, because I have a lot of notes right now, and I need to verify where they're at. Boom. There we go. Sorry. There's a lot of stuff I got on this. Okay. So, Hosk is going to leave town with the guards. For the rest of you, because there will be a lot of theater of mine this for the first little bit of this. Let's see. I actually had this set up. Where's my notes? Here it is. Okay, there we go. Day one. So for Vendor, this morning is like any other morning. You're opening up your shop. You're doing your normal things, getting the doors open, the store ready, kind of deal. Give me as you're getting a little bit of business in this morning. Give me a knowledge local, if you will. You're getting some of your normal regulars, the townspeople. You're also seeing some of the traders from the port that you would normally be receiving goods from and also sending goods out with. But yeah, that's kind of what you're getting right now. So what you get on your local?
16.
A 16. All right. So first off, like I said, that right there is going to tell you for sure that these are definitely your usuals. They are your everyday kind of guys, people that you're pretty trustful of what they might say. With a 16, though, you do hear a lot of chatter from them that you would believe would be pretty accurate. They tell you that one of the usual caravan traveling trader groups that goes from Sandpoint to Magnamar is running late. And you would know from that group that their wagon sets are kind of old. They've been in need of replacing, not repairing, but replacing for about a year or so now. They've had a lot of problems in the past where they've had minor delays due to minor issues with the wagons, but it's been getting worse. So yeah, you're just getting the feeling that all right, yeah, shipments are going to be late. It may be a couple hours, it may be a day, who knows? But that's kind of the vibe you're getting from just the general hubbub around town. Okay. For Vesnut Peru, this morning as you were opening your shop up and you're getting your normal businesses, your groups of younger and older that are coming and perusing your books, trying to see if they find something they want to borrow and or potentially buy that you might be willing to part with, give me a knowledge nature, as you are hearing a bunch of different chatter and want to know if you maybe understand anything of it.
I got a 19.
A 19. Nice. So, as you were opening your shop and running it, and listening to your normal crew of people that are coming in perusing your books, looking to see what kind of stuff you might have gotten in a recent shipment, some of them are talking about how the prior day and the prior night, Out in the farms in the countryside, a lot of them have been like kind of talking about how their animals have been acting weirdly. And the way they described them is almost as if aliens, yes. um, it's almost as if they're describing behavior for livestock as if they were like sensing or smelling predators nearby. They're very skittish. They're very just like, panicky a little bit.
Something bad happening.
Right. Something like, maybe it's a wolf pack, maybe it's, something weird or crazy, who knows? But they are acting as if from your understanding to be that they're sensing a predator of some sort around there. But that's the information you're getting, and you're kind of thinking of just as you're listening to your local people coming through the shop. Let's see. So, for the most part, everybody else's day is going to be pretty straightforward. The Rusty Dragon opens, you get your morning proprietors, you don't really get anything wild and crazy. Everybody else is pretty much, it's a normal business day. The only real difference is that Devrin Hosk is currently riding out south. And Devrin, as you are riding south for, I'd say, probably a good 2 hours, you would definitely notice something ahead of you, and so would the guards as you are riding south. That a ways ahead of you on this long road heading towards Magnamar, you do in fact see a wagon train. There's 3 wagons, and they are pulled to the side of the road. Is there anything you want to say or do to the guard as you're riding up? You are not coming through again.
Nope. I'm good.
Okay. So, as you are riding up, there is a very drastic difference as to what you were expecting to find, though. As you are pulling up to these things, it becomes very, very apparent that something did in fact happen. You can tell from, first off, that the front wagon has a broken wheel. That much you can tell because it's kind of leaned over on one corner. The other thing that you notice is that there's nobody around. And as you get close enough to where you're like within 100 feet of this wagon set, your stomach would turn, basically. The sight that you are coming up upon is not just a wagon train broke down, a little caravan mishap. It is actually what looks to be almost a murder scene. You are pulling up to this thing, and there is mess everywhere. There is blood all over the place. It is on the wagons. It is on the ground. The people are not here. You don't see any bodies right away. The animals are dead. You can see that one of the horses is like laying still, like open there. You can see it easily. The other 2 you can't really see as you're pulling up towards it on the road. The guards would immediately like spur forward, trying to get up to it closer, and would begin investigating and seeing what's going on. They'd be calling out, looking for people, hey, anybody out there, that kind of stuff. No answers whatsoever. They would begin kind of searching the immediate area, seeing if they could find anybody, but even with your assistance, you're not going to find anybody around this wagon set, like within like 100 couple feet of this thing. That being said, I would very much like you to give me a survival check, because you are a ranger and you know how to track things. And I want you to tell me what you figure out. We can figure out about what's going on here.
That would be a 29.
Woo! Okay. So that's enough to get literally every bit of information off of that. So first off, the first thing that you get is that there were multiple people in this attack, between the actual caravan group and between whoever was attacking them. You're not quite sure, but that there was a lot of people here. The second piece,
tracks?
huh?
Are there tracks
Yes,
around?
absolutely. Yeah, there are definitely like without even having survival and being able to track anything, you can look around. There are like scuffs in the ground, in the dirt, in the mud. Like there was definitely a lot of foot traffic here. But imagine the Uruk-hai pile and Lord of the Rings, and and Aragorn's just like there was a hobbit that laid here, kind of like that kind of scene. That channel Aragorn for a second because that's what you're doing.
Well, I was kind of looking for like goblin tracks or whatever first, or anything of that sort.
Gotcha. Well, again, you're going to get a lot of information out of this. So
Right.
the first thing is there were a lot of people here, or a lot of things here, for sure. You would definitely be able to distinguish that there were what you can guess and surmise is the caravan, as they are wearing like boots and shoes of some sort. And then there is the non-caravan, which appear to be barefoot humans, as they have humanoid feet, but they were barefoot. The other thing is that what the other guard, what nobody else seems actually noticed, is that the reason there's no bodies is that you found some drag marks, as if they drug the bodies away. And the last thing that you were able to notice, and this was actually the highest DC, and you beat it by a good bit, was that several of these barefoot individuals that dragged the bodies away, or the people away, they walked very weirdly, as if they were more like heavily leaning towards one side. Kind of, like maybe with a limp or something of that nature. You
Right,
can definitely
right.
tell. Like 1 foot, if you had 2 feet, 1 foot is a little bit more indented. So that is the information you're able to gather. You're not going to be able to really follow the tracks too terribly far. You would definitely lose them after, I don't know, about 1,000 feet kind of deal. The area that this is in is south of town, and I can actually kind of show you where that's at. Where is the hinterlands? There we go. That's what I wanted. So, let's see. Sandpoint is right here. You would be a couple hours south of there. Definitely somewhere down here in the Ashenmore areas. So this is the Brine Stump Marsh down here in this area down here. So all of that to like the south, it gets real gunky and messy, and that's kind of the direction that the tracks are leading into, and you would lose them in the marsh area. Not really sure why they were taken to the marsh, but that's kind of the direction they were heading into that you can get from the tracks that you found.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, some kind of humanoids or peoples of some sort, and they took them towards the marshes. That being said, there's nobody else there, and the guards. Actually, give me a perception check while you're standing there, because there would be potentially one other thing that you might notice.
A 15?
A 15? 13. It'd be fairly obvious. It looks as if the 3 horses, they've all been killed. They're laying there with the wagons. But one of them appears to have been like chewed into a little bit, like something was chewing on it. But that's about it.
Can I make, where's my character sheet? Can I roll a knowledge nature?
Sure.
Knowledge nature, 9 plus 18, that would be a 27.
You don't know of any animals in this area that would leave bite marks like that.
Are they small bite marks or big bite marks?
They're not super big bite marks, but they're not like tiny bite marks.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, you're not quite sure what it is, but it's definitely not something from this area that you've ever like noticed or know of. Being that you grew up in the Sandpoint area, and we're actively a ranger around this area.
Mhm.
So the guards would take all this information that you've gathered. They would inspect the wagons. They would also find, and you would find after you look around a little bit, that the cargo has been untouched. It's thrown around a good bit and damaged, but doesn't look like they like ransacked the wagons. Like
Mhm.
they definitely seem to have come for the people. But yeah, that's what you get. After a little while of investigating and walking around and kind of checking everything out, the guards would be like, "Hey, we need to get back to town and report this. Something definitely is going on." And they would jump on their horses and say, "Let's get back to town."
All right.
All right.
There
You
we
would
go.
take your couple hours worth of travel back into town. As you come in, they would leave you at your stables. They said they'll take your information and report it off. If they have any questions or anything like that, they'll come back and speak with you. But they will ride on off to the garrison, going to report off to that.
This town sucks.
Yes.
No, it doesn't. It's
Yes,
it's
no, there's a reason we were so happy when we left it.
Sandpoint is an amazing town. What are you talking about? There's nothing
This is
ever.
where people
Now-
from
Okay,
Gotham come
all
for a
right.
break.
So was
Very
Delilah
clearly you all
really
have a
being
different
that
specific reason.
mean when she went on her brutality tour?
Yeah.
She was being iconic.
Something like that. Yes.
I mean,
All right. So they would go do their thing. After it would be probably around mid-afternoon when Mayor Devrin would get a visitor. There would be a knock at your door, Mayor Devrin. How would you
Come in.
respond? You say come in, and the door opens, and in walks two figures. Actually, sorry, at this point, only one figure that you recognize immediately as Sheriff Hemlock. He would walk in and go,
Sure.
"Good afternoon, ma'am. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, continuing on everything that's been going on lately, but we investigated something this morning. There was a caravan that was running late, and we have located them. Or, well, we've located the caravan. The probably dozen or so wagon drivers and crew are missing. The group that went out was able to identify that it looks like the people may have been taken captive and were dragged away. Those that were
But none of the
surviving,
stuff from the caravan.
yes, it doesn't look like as if anything was really taken.
That's what we care about.
This is very odd.
It
It's
is.
no normal robbery for sure.
Yep.
You
I,
believe that some of the people may still be alive.
there's the chance. If it is brigands or cutthroats of some sort, I'm sure that they will contact somebody for a ransom of some sort. They were on the way here with a delivery from Magnamar, so and we are closer by a good distance than the city. It would make sense that if they wanted something, they would reach out here. I wanted to make you aware because this will affect the town in some way, form, or fashion, for sure. We are going to try to keep this a little hush hush until we have better information about it, but is there anything specific
course.
that you would like us to do outside of the basics that we are
You
already
should
taking care of?
try to have. Oh, god damn it. You should try to have Vosk limit the casual trips along the trail. As well as, I don't know, possibly gather any information from people who could help. I'm made
Okay.
very nervous by these what I'm now considering kidnappings.
Understandable. Well, Hosk actually went with them and was able to identify the fact that they were taken away from the caravan. So, I mean, that's probably he's the best ranger we've got around town right now. If he
Be sure to use his assistance at any time.
Absolutely, we will absolutely employ him at some point if we need any other assistance with tracking.
And I will send official thank you from the office.
That would be much appreciated by him, I'm sure. Is there anything else that you would like us to look into while we continue with this?
Were there any other people reporting strange things along the trails?
Not that I have heard of this morning. The main report was that this was going on.
What are your next steps?
Well, first I'm going to increase the patrols in town and the guards that we have stationed at the entrances. I'll make sure we have at least an extra 1 or 2 people there. Just to make
As
sure
I have
that
suggested, Vosk, to limit the recreational travels of the common people.
I understand.
Please.
I'll make sure that he is aware of that, and we'll try to persuade others to not travel as much right now, if at all possible. Is there
anything
else?
you need from me?
Not at this time, no.
I'll be eager to await further update on this issue.
As soon as I have more information, I will let you know. And with that, he would excuse himself as he needs to continue his daily business into the
I
afternoon.
continue reading and signing and stamping because that's what mayors do.
Absolutely. Counting the coins and coffers of the city that they keep paying out to
Wait,
this group
yeah,
of adventurers.
Zoran doesn't exist yet, so I have to be shitty. All right, hold on.
They put on helmets and they ride
They
unicycles.
do now. That was a regular bicycle. What the fuck?
Right.
Yeah, but this is Pathfinder, so you
Unicycles.
gotta change it up a little bit.
Gotta take it up a notch.
Well, that is going to be, for the most part, the events of the first day. As nobody is playing Hemlock but me, those events will come up with the next day. Let's see. What is our next steps? So, the morning after, some things will be happening for sure. Actually, sorry, there is one thing that happens that night. Amico, you have some guests at the tavern, and I would very much like you to roll. You can give me either a perception check or a local check to listen in and hear what people are saying and gather information, as you have some proprietors in the Rusty Dragon this evening.
Best place to get
Gather
info.
information?
Yep, you can either give me a perception or
What
a
am I-
knowledge local.
Actually, what's her better? Local is 8. Her perception is okay. So knowledge local.
Okay.
Oh, that's that'd be a 22 total.
Woo, okay, very good. I should have set these DCs a little higher.
I know how I felt.
Right? Yeah, I had to be in the midline because some of these characters are, well, lackluster when it comes to skills, and I want it to be something people can potentially get. Okay, so, Amico,
Rude.
you're going to get 2 bits of information as you are listening and working with your patrons this evening. The first thing is that you hear about there was, in fact, a caravan that was running late, and the word from the grapevine is that it was an abandoned caravan, that the guards went out there to investigate and see if they could find it, and they found it abandoned. The more juicy tidbit that you get out of it is that one patron specifically, somewhere along through the night, mentions the fact that the caravan was abandoned, yes, but it looked like something had happened. And per their words, quote unquote, there was enough blood to paint the wagon red.
Damn goblins are at it again.
So,
Um,
yeah. So that's the information you're going to take and kind of come up with.
That's we're in nighttime right now.
Yes, it would be the evening of the first night.
All right. Well, I got a tavern to run right now, so I can't do anything about it right now. But I'll be looking into that the next morning.
All right. All right. So outside of that, for for our group of players here, nothing really else is going to take and come up this evening. The following morning, though, about mid-morning, Gorvy, your crews are a little unorthodox. You know, they're not exactly the shiniest and fanciest of guys and gals that work with you. But they get the job done. You know, they work
Right.
with refuse. I mean, you know, you're essentially the town's trash man. So
Right. Yeah.
your guys, they have a little bit of a reputation, kind of like you do, of being a little unorthodox, a little rowdy sometimes. And your
Mhm.
crew are not unheard of and unknown to be a little heavy on the drink sometimes. Well,
Mhm.
this morning, two of your crew members didn't show up for work. It's actually a husband and wife couple. They live down towards the southish end of town, close to Gull Street and Water Street, which is right down by the water and the beach,
Right.
down by the actual harbor area. Um,
Down on the
they have a
bed.
little small house down there, but you know it's not the first time they've been late for work, and you know
Right.
midday you're finally getting a break that you can maybe go, you know, knock some sense into the drunkards that they are, get them up and get them
Find
into
out what the
work kind
hell's
of deal.
going on.
Yeah, I mean it's not the first time that you've had to do a wellness check on your crew
Right.
before.
Gotcha.
um,
It's half the reason they were hired.
right, it's half the reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does he check
somewhere
the
along the
garrison
line.
first?
Yeah, somewhere along the lines, you met some of these people and got into the good with them because you got into a scuffle or a bar brawl
Yeah.
or something along the lines with them. By all means.
Gotcha.
Um, so this morning, you're heading towards their house. Um, as you were getting pretty close to it, though, you know it's just like around the corner and like down the street basically, and you're cutting through the back alleys because you know them better and how to get around them a little bit easier. Give me a perception check.
Sure. Why not? 6.
Whoop. Okay. Yeah.
You didn't really want to change it too much, you know.
I feel like
Wow.
you're channeling the slasher right now.
Yeah.
um. Okay. Well, you don't notice anything. um. You
Got a
you
mission. I gotta go check on my people.
absolutely.
You
Yeah.
noticed-
Absolutely do. So you
Yep.
cut up the back alleys and the back streets a little bit, and you're not a front door kind of guy, man. You know you like just
No, I go to the back door.
yeah you just it's why you've been to their house multiple times. Like you've drunk here, you've passed out here before. Um,
That's how you stay an uncle.
exactly. And so you go on right up to the back door, and as you do your customary just like shaving a
Boom, boom,
haircut
boom.
and yeah, you're shaving a haircut knock on the back door kind of deal. As your hand hits the door, it
Open.
open.
Yep.
What do you do?
Hey, you two, get up. You're late.
You just yell from the outside?
Yeah.
All right. The door's cracked. It's not like wide open. It's only like a couple inches open.
No, I know. It's open enough for them to hear me.
There is no response.
Goblins.
I'll open it. I said, get up. I'll walk in.
You open
You're
the
late.
door as you are yelling that they're late for work. Get up, you stupid drunkards, kind of deal. As you open the door to their house, which has never really been the prettiest and most well kept house in town, kind of deal.
Right.
But as you walk in, it is blatantly apparent that one, they are not here. Two, it looks like there was a bull in a china shop in here. The table is overturned. One of the chairs is smashed. They're thrown against the wall, kind of deal. It looks like there was a knockdown, drag out fight in here. And there's a good bit of blood all over like splashed on the walls and stuff like that. Um, but neither of these people are home for sure. I'll give you another chance for a perception check now.
I
Here you go,
take my
buddy.
heavy mace off my belt like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. So that is an 18.
That is much better. Now that you are actually like stopping and taking in the scene and seeing what's going on, it is very apparent that yes, they are in fact not here. Yes, there very much was some sort of an altercation in this home. And there's something you didn't pick up as you were walking in because you were just like, thinking of a good punchline to joke about and laugh at him for being drunk or whatever. You just didn't notice it
Yeah.
before. But as you were like looking around, you notice that there is bloody smear marks that drag across the door towards the door, and then a trail of blood that trickles down the street, and it heads south towards the water, and it disappears around the corner as it kind of comes out onto Water Street. But
You were gonna
definitely,
kill those poor married people.
I will follow the trail of blood.
okay, it would again lead you out towards the outside of town. Specifically, you would come out in this area right here, kind of like right here on the edge of the beach, the edge of like where the actual like port like harbor is. That is kind of where it is. The blood trail is leading towards the water. What would you like to do?
Great. I'll go to the water, see if there's anything I can see.
Cool. Give me a perception check.
You're at Jug Beach.
Nope.
15.
Where are you?
15. He is on the south side of the beach area down here where the harbor is. Junk Beach is way up here.
Can you? Yeah, sorry. I must. Can
Okay.
you jump me to
Down
where we
by
actually
Water
are?
Street.
Focus
South.
paint. There we go. All right.
Oh,
So
okay. It's not
yeah.
just over here.
So Junk Beach is up here on the north side, whereas this is where he is at down here.
Okay.
Just where the glassworks is. That big building is the glassworks there. So they had beach access from the glassworks.
Dope.
Yep. It leads. You do lose the trail, kind of in the sand and the mud and the muck of the shoreline there. You're not quite sure where it goes from there. It does kind of just trickle off. But the definite direction is the waterfront. And as you search the beach, you don't find them. You don't find any signs of them. No, nothing.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna go pay Hemlock a visit.
All right. So you make your way over to the garrison, which is not terribly far away. The guard at the front door would, Gorby, what can I do
Hi,
for you?
where's Hemlock?
Inside. What's
Thanks,
the
I need
matter?
to see him. I need to see him.
Okay. He would open up the gate and let you in. He would lead you over into the actual like garrison building, and lead you inside and take you towards
Thanks.
Hemlock's office. Also, side note, because I didn't describe this at the beginning of the episode like I meant to, one thing has been drastically different in Sandpoint for the past week or so. We did touch on it in the mainline episodes, but it was kind of glossed over in the grand scheme of things. Hemlock went to Magnamar to seek assistance from the city. We never really described what it is that they sent back, or if they sent anything back, which they did. They did send some soldiers. And as Gorby, as you're walking into the garrison, you would actually see some of them in the yard training. You would see what looks to be younger guard recruits in blue and gold, wielding halberds, doing like stances and jabs and all, like hitting some dummies with them, with at least one other soldier-looking guy. It's a little more well put together. His armor's a little shinier, as he's instructing them, basically, just kind of running them through like poses and strikes and attacks. But that's just something you would notice. That Magnamar did in fact send a small detachment of people. So you would get inside. He would take you over to Hemlock's area and open the door, and Hemlock would be like, "Yes, what can I do for you, Gorby? What's the matter now?"
So, Wyatt and Mary Smithers have disappeared. married couple, part of my crew. Went to their home to wake them up. Sometimes they get drunk. You understand. Went home
I
to
know
get
your
'em.
reputation. Yes.
Yeah. No, I went them up. I went there, get them up, maybe have a few jokes with them before I, told them they can't be late for work anymore, especially if they're hungover. But they weren't there. What I did find was a bloody trail. First of all, their house looks like a bar brawl happened inside a house. And then I
Okay.
found a bloody trail leading out of their house and down to the water on the southern part of the beach. This is not my area of expertise. This is yours.
You would be correct on that. Have you informed anybody else?
Not yet. I figured looks like something happened, possibly a murder, possibly a kidnapping. I'm down 2 guys. I go to the copper first.
This is the part where he kills you because he told me he didn't inform anybody else.
It's true. That's usually the question.
Right.
Anybody else know about this? No? Okay.
Yeah. He says, okay. One moment, please. And he
Also, wait. Is that what you got from Magnamar out in the yard?
yes. Is that really the thing you're worried about right now when 2 of your crew are potentially missing or injured?
Oh, I mean, my guys have a reputation, and we kind of like it if there aren't that many coppers around. You understand?
Well, this is a Sandpoint matter. I was planning to take a few of the local garrison. The Magnamar assistance is here for grander things to help.
Rick, you're the local garbage people. You're not Staten Island sanitation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, it just makes them nervous. Okay, they tend to get in they tend to get in brawls and do mischief. Not anything illegal, you know that, but drunken, disorderly stuff. I'll just tell them.
I understand that, Gorby. With the recent events of the goblin attack and everything else that's been going on, a little extra manpower is very much welcome in the events that should something else happen. And
All right.
I don't know if this counts as something else happening, but I would like to find out if you don't mind.
That's why I came to you.
Okay. He would step
Anything
out.
so the sheriff doesn't have to do his own job.
Y'all hate on these people so hard. Oh my goodness. I'll hate on them so damn bad.
Jen, you're muted.
I am funneling money from the city into my pockets.
That's why Sandpoint doesn't have any money to pay the heroes.
Yeah, guess where the fuck it goes. Yeah. My house looks
no.
really nice, though.
Oh no, man.
Hey, it's a Sandpoint, not Washington. Come on.
Right. So, he would gather up a couple of the guard, the Sandpoint guard themselves, and he would personally follow you back to their home.
Yep.
When you get there, they would immediately kind of lock down the house. They would start investigating it and everything.
Get a bunch of bright yellow twine out.
Right. Yeah. So they would lock up the house. They would begin looking around. They would start asking some questions from people like the neighbors and stuff like that. Hey, did you hear anything last night? The normal spiel, basically, what you would assume would be happening if somebody had a missing person next door.
I better have heard something because everyone says they didn't hear anything with what it looks like in there. They're lying.
Right. That being said, some of the neighboring houses are one, as you described. Your people are known for how they act, so they don't pay it too terribly much mind when there's a bunch of banging and yelling and screaming a little bit too much when they get a little rowdy. Gotcha.
The neighbors also know you don't snitch to the cops.
Right. But they would, hey, I think they maybe got it, a little drunk last night.
Especially with a family like the Scarnettis living, on the nice part of town too.
Right. But one of the neighbors would pop up and be like, "Yeah, no, we may have heard something around, late in the night. Maybe they got a little too rowdy with their drinking. It happens. I mean, we all have a good time sometime, right? It's nothing unusual. Everybody likes to party sometimes. It happens. But yeah, nobody saw anything. Just the hubbub. Nothing out of the usual. Let's put it that way. And that's the story that you would be told by the sheriff as well. That it was just another Tuesday night kind of deal.
Well, very clearly, something was not usual.
Obviously.
Tuesday night, another round of shots.
Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. Something is definitely different from your normal evenings of revelry that they would be used to, but nothing you can really tell of right off that. But that is, in fact, what you find at their house and what happens with the guard. Daz Corvid, we're going to swap over to you for this morning. As you were working the smithy this morning, some of your locals are traveling into town, and one of your farmer guys, it's kind of a regular. He comes in for horseshoes and nails, hammers, fixing farm tools, that kind of stuff. Occasionally he'll actually like requisition and order like an actual whole new tool or something like that, a pair of nippers or something like that. Something, farm tools for animals and farming. And as you're getting his stuff together and everything, you're listening to him just kind of drone on about the work and stuff that they've been doing, pulling the crops, planting, the normal hubbub. Give me a knowledge local or a diplomacy or give me knowledge local or diplomacy.
All right, we'll do knowledge local.
Okay.
And we have a 13.
A 13. Well, that's going to net you a little bit of information, but not a whole lot. So while he's in there just kind of rambling, listening, you're doing your thing. You're fixing his order up, pulling his items out, getting them loaded into crates and stuff of that nature to go into his wagon. He I've been working with the Cromers for many years now, and frankly, I've never had them just not show up. And it's been a day or two now. Like they haven't come out. I don't know what's going on with them. I ain't had time to get down there to just check on them. Maybe they're sick. Who knows? But like we were supposed to be mending the fence out on the end of the property that we share, and like they just ain't been out there. I've been having to do all the damn work myself.
Sounds like a problem.
It is. I don't know. Maybe I'll stop by the guard and let them send somebody out there for let them check them out, just see what's going on. There's been a lot of weird shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry. I'm just getting a picture because they're drunks. They're the count handymen and garbage men, and now I'm like, Val and Earl have been taken by the graboids.
Yeah. You're about to say something?
I was gonna say, yeah, it's crazy. What were you saying?
Did you hear about the boat they found, like the fisherman boat that they found, like abandoned in the river last night? It was way out there, but like yeah, it was just like any of your normal like your little single 2-person boats, like your little rowboats. It was just out there, fishing rod stuff in the boat, nobody in it.
Gossipy town people are incredible.
Maybe they fell over. Or maybe the boat drifted out on its own.
I mean, maybe. I mean, the guy that brought it in, like I said, the fishing tackle and everything, he had a whole thing of worms still in there. Some of them were still alive. I mean, it wasn't that old. Hell, he even had a sandwich in there. Like it wasn't like terribly bad. I'm just saying, like they just left. Like they just left the boat out in the middle of the river, kind of deal.
No, I wouldn't know anything about that. I just stay here working on, my smith, my forge, getting things ready for people like you, adventurers.
Yeah, well, I know. I just, ain't got shit else to do right now while I wait for you to pack everything up. And I appreciate everything you do, man. I mean, you do good jobs. That's why I keep coming back. Not that I got much other choice for any of the smithies, but yeah, just, you do a good job.
Well, even if you had a choice, I'm still the best around.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, never had any bad products from you, man. I'm just trying to make, conversation this morning. Are you about done loading up?
Almost. I'll be loading it up, and then this big red mastiff will just come out behind and sit on the floor, staring up at you.
Oh, hey there, boy. He would reach out and just kind of pat him on the head. I mean, and like you said, it's a big mastiff, so it's a big old dog. It's about half the size of this guy. He's a little bit older farmer.
Yeah, you don't even have to bend really.
Yeah, no, it just kind of just leans down and pats him on the head.
Always put your hand out first. Don't just pat it on the head.
Was the dog friendly?
Yeah, so I'm like, you pat it on the head without letting him smell your hand first. Who knows what might happen?
Well, I mean, he sees me all the time. I mean, I'm in here, like 3 or 4 times a month half the time? I mean, I got all these damn old tools that got to be fixed all the time. Not to mention, we get all our horseshoes and nails and stuff from you. He's used to me. It's fine.
I
It's
know.
fine.
I know. If he wasn't used to you, he'd rip you apart.
Yeah. Well, I
He
don't
like
know.
he like rolls over and shows you his belly.
Yeah, right. He definitely kind of yucks it up a little bit of just like, yeah, no, I'll eat your face, but also scritches. So yeah, that's pretty much the interaction with you. You'll load up his little wagon and he'll kind of head on down, and he just, I'll see you later, man. Next time I need something, I'll come by and put an order in. When the garrison's not too terribly far away, I'll just swing by and let them know. Maybe they'll send somebody out there to just check on them. I'm busy. I got this fence to finish, but
That sounds like a good idea. Let them know, and maybe they could give you the sandwich that they found.
well, I don't think that's in the same area. But yeah, I'm gonna get lunch before I leave. But yeah, I appreciate the concern. You have a good day there, bud.
You too.
All right, and you'll see him him and his little small wagon with his little mule and putter on down the road. Yeah. So that will take up most of day 2, I believe, at this point.
Maybe they'll give you the sandwich. You never know.
Maybe they'll
He
give you
talked
this.
about it. He was like, "There was a whole sandwich. All right, go get it, dude."
Mm-hmm.
He even knows about the sandwich. Like I'm like, a lot of information. Were you there?
These random NPCs with all their
He even
random
knows about the
info.
sandwich.
Yo, gossipy motherfuckers.
I don't have any information. I just know that 2 people are missing. I don't know anything.
I don't
It's
know
2
what's
men.
going on.
I don't know what's
but
happened. They're both
missing
brunettes.
from this location. The
Right.
police think these people are suspects. Here are some fingerprints I found.
All I want to say is, where were these people when Dristan's Vigil was doing
I
it?
know, right?
Right?
Well, Dristan's
They
Vigil
were
was
here. They're just gossip and don't do anything.
Yeah, well,
They didn't come
Dristan's
to us.
Vigil was here. They're heroes, man. They don't need the townspeople to tell them this, that, and the other.
Sandpoint.
Yeah, they were the heroes of Sandpoint before they became Dristan's
Right,
Vigil.
sure.
It's real unfortunate about that one guy though, and they named their group after him, but shit happens when you're an adventurer.
Yeah, that's basic.
So for the group, for the most part, nothing else is going to really transpire for y'all. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much all that y'all are going to get. The next morning, anybody that is a shop or any kind of owner can definitely give me some information. Actually, sorry, there is one other thing that is going to happen. Mayor Deverin, are you still here? Are you with us? Because you're muted.
Yes, first she has to funnel some money.
I see that. I see that. David, you were speaking, but there was no sound.
The mayor stepped away for a moment.
Okay, we'll circle back to
he's
the mayor then. Whenever
currently
the mayor.
money laundering.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so the next morning, there's been a lot of stuff going on around town. Little bit of here and there. So Vesnut, Amico, Das, however, Davern, and Ven, you can all give me one of your choices, either a local, a perception, or a diplomacy.
I'm gonna go. I haven't even looked. I'm just gonna do perception because I haven't done that one yet. With
Okay.
Vin here.
I'm sorry, did you say a deception or diplomacy?
Perception, local, or diplo.
Oh, perception. I think you said deception. I was like, what?
That's
I got a 29 in local.
All right. It's all going to net you the same bits of information. It's just giving you multiple options for finding it, basically.
24.
24. Well, both of y'all are beating all of the information checks.
Oh boy. This guy is no Cinder. I'll tell you that.
Who is? Who is?
I got a 9.
A 9. That is highly unfortunate.
That is highly unfortunate.
Yeah,
Like I
Daz,
said,
you were all up in that forge this morning. You were just hammering away. Tink, tink, tink. No,
That's
you
all I
didn't
care
shit.
about. It's
Yeah,
just my work.
Yeah. You were forging away this morning. Didn't hear nothing. No information. But we got a Vin vendor. We got a Vesnut. What about Amico? Did you want to roll anything?
No, but I did want to go to go next door to the stable and ask him if he'd heard any. Ask what's his name? I forgot their name. the
Davern
name
Hosk.
of the
Yeah.
Davern Hosk.
Mhm.
What he knows about missing people from a caravan.
Okay.
Because that would be the stable people, and
No, I get it. It makes sense by all means. So also, Davern Hosk, would you like to give me one of those 3 checks, either local perception and Diplo, to see what you get this morning, and then we'll have that interaction.
Oh, sweet. That would be a 30.
Okay. All right. So, for Vesnut, for Vinvender, and Davern Hosk, the 3 of you. By the way, Miko, did you give me a roll for that?
roll for what?
Either perception, diplomacy, or knowledge local this morning.
Oh, okay. Sorry, didn't know that.
Yeah.
Didn't hear you asking me for that one.
No, sorry. You're
good. Plus she's got plus 12 in diplomacy. Wow, she's not far off from Delilah.
nice.
That would be a 25.
All right, since y'all are all just absolutely the best information gathering people in the world. All right. So, in your morning wheelings and dealings with your normal local people and some of the people that have come into town, or they were here last night, whatever the situation may be, the local hubbub right now is that somebody that was potentially missing. You're getting rumors that there was some farmers missing that you haven't heard about, but there was apparently a farmer missing, or a group of farmers that were missing. But one of them came into town like early this morning, like just showed up. Like the guards went out, couldn't find them at their house yesterday afternoon, and this morning they like walked into town, kind of deal, like early butt crack of dawn, like sunrise, hardly could see out, that kind of deal. And and not only did they walk into town, but they were very haggard, very like they were muddy. They were very
Were they bloody?
They were sunken in the face, like they were dehydrated, like they maybe hadn't eaten in a couple days. Like they didn't look very good. And the other thing is that they kind of went crazy. Like they approached the town, and the word is that they've heard from somebody that heard it from somebody else, is that as this farmer was coming into town, they went crazy and attacked the guard, and the guards had to defend themselves, and they killed the farmer. But the final point that's just a little more extreme than anything is that somewhere along the line, somebody described the way the farmer was attacking the guards as, quote, biting at them like a dog.
Huh.
Zombies?
Your mayor's
You're
back
not
for the
there.
morning.
You're the mayor.
I know.
You were supposed to have
The
an event
mayor-
last night, but
I know, I'm
somebody didn't
sorry.
show up.
I had to move inside. I can't play outside. It's too hot.
Oh, gotcha. Is your lizard friend taking up too much space out there?
No, it's just 90 degrees outside at fucking 11 o'clock
Yeah.
at night. It's
No.
like, I gotta go.
That'll do it. Yeah, it's probably what, like 80% humidity.
I was like, I feel wet. Yeah, I gotta go inside. This is gross.
Right. Yep, I feel that. All right. So yeah, that is
Florida.
the hubbub you're getting through the town as people are coming in and out of your establishments
Turning
this
him
morning.
into gas.
Is that this farmer that was supposedly part of a missing group of like a missing family? One of them showed up at the gates early this morning and attacked the guards, and apparently was trying to bite one of them. But they were able to they had to kill him. They killed him, and he has been taken to the garrison, supposedly.
Didn't this town already deal with gas with farmers
I
like
mean,
a week or two prior?
Was
The
it
town,
6
no.
days ago?
right,
Dristan's Vigil does everything around here.
right,
so
yeah.
take
Tristan's
that for
Vigil
what
dealt
you
with it.
will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They dealt with
Dristan's
ghouls.
Vigil told the sheriff about the gas on the farm. About the ghouls on the farm.
Yeah, but y'all
Mhm.
also told them that basically y'all handled the situation. So
Sure.
Yeah, we did.
you took out Foxglove, you took out the source of it, like you cleaned up a bunch of farms out there that had a bunch of ghouls in them. Like, yeah, I mean, you handled it. So yeah, that's the hubbub that y'all are hearing. Now we're gonna rewind a little bit now that the mayor's available and can pencil us in for her schedule. So the night prior, Mayor Devron.
No, she doesn't work. She just steals the money.
Apparently so. Yes.
I was hat yoga paid for by the taxpayers. What can I do for you?
Right. The evening of the second night, you would also get a knock at your door, and you would say or do.
The evening at my home.
Well, that evening while you're still in the mayor's office, which
Ah.
is also kind of where you live.
It sounds like a normal knock, and I'm still sitting in the office where people can visit me and not a private office. Come on in.
All right. Sheriff Hemlock would enter again and go, "Ma'am, we might have a problem. Some things have transpired today that I need
That's
to
my
make you
official-
aware of. That's your official like
yeah.
mayor mustache
Mm-hmm.
for the lady
I got
that's in charge.
Serious biz on.
I
Watch
gotcha. I
out.
gotcha. All right. Hemlock would look at you and go, "Ma'am, there's been some additional instances. You already are aware of the caravan and its people disappearing.
Yes.
This morning it was reported that a few of Gorby's trash crew, they are also missing. It appears as if they maybe had a bit of a disagreement in their home. It was a couple, and maybe left the house and have not been seen or heard of since last night. The other issue is that we
Okay.
had a local farmer from the farmlands that passed through and mentioned in passing to one of the guards that he had not seen or heard from one of his neighbor farm families in a day or so. He was expected to be out working in a specific area for the past day and never showed, with no message, no nothing. We did send out a pair of riders out there. They found the home abandoned. There was a sign of a scuffle of some sort, but they left. Whoever was there left in a bit of a hurry. dinner was still on the table, untouched. It doesn't appear
Sheriff,
as if
this is not good.
I am aware of that. Yes, whatever is going on, people are disappearing.
It is one thing for there to be trouble on the outskirts of the city. It is another thing for people to be taken from their homes. What
Well,
can we do about this?
I don't.
And their fishing boats.
Nobody's reported that to the to the local guard. Besides, it's just a random fishing boat. Who cares? Hemlock would look at you and go, "Honestly, I'm not sure what else we can do. We were already stretched thin after the attack on Sandpoint. We have the Magnamar soldiers and guard that are here, but there's only 25 of them, and the bulk of that are, well, I don't mean to say anything sourly or poor towards our city-state that we report to. They sent us their green ones. All of the majority of them are new recruits."
Unfortunately, often the case.
So at best, they're manpower for around town, for increasing patrols and such, extra watches. But we do not have the manpower to just scour the city and the countryside.
So we form a search party.
Okay.
How can we get to look further into these disappearances? It sounds like both areas were close to the water. It seems they're getting through whatever it is via the waterways.
Well, the farms are a little more inland, if you will. The party has actually been there before.
I can see it now.
Yeah, no, I got you. I'm gonna swap us over to the hinterlands map again. There we go.
Oh, it was when we did all that farming stuff.
Yes. So all
One
of
of the families we saved.
yes. So all of these little squares are different like farmsteads, basically. The caravan was up in this area, where it says Ashen Moor. It's somewhere in that area is where the caravan was disappeared at. The farm is a little bit farther south. We'll say it's probably like this one down here below the Ashen Rise. That's the one where the family disappeared.
And they need one more ping as soon as my roll 20 agrees that I get to see it.
There you go. You're good. Let me know when it's up.
I'm up.
Okay. So we'll focus ping. Boom. That is where the family was disappeared at. And
there's still a waterway here they could have traveled in through.
There is a river, yes, and then upward where like the Ashen Moor is, that is kind of the, you know what, that's a really good thought. Somebody decided to try to mark on there. Krothar, just not in the right location.
Of course.
Whoopski doodle.
Yeah. So we'll say that like the caravan was, it would also really help if I put it into if I actually use it not in the GM side and put it onto the actual token side of the layers. Let's put in here, we'll say that the caravan was right about there, and the farmhouse is there, where the red X's are. Not
right. Whoa, please don't do that.
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to delete.
Whoa, you can move all the...
Yes, they're on their own
dots
layer.
is wild.
Yeah.
That's obnoxious.
Yeah. I was trying to delete the blue mark that was on something that shouldn't be there.
Yeah. Whoever did it had to do it.
Absolutely. It's not
highlight
like
it and hit backspace and it'll go away.
Yeah. But instead of grabbing it, it grabbed the map overlay. But yeah, so that's
my brain fall off for a second.
Yeah, sorry. So yeah, that is the report. You've had a caravan yesterday that was found. You now have 2 missing trash people that are a couple, and a farm that has a family that has disappeared. that is the current standing
The
of.
trash people are also a family.
Yes, yes, they
They're
are.
just
They're a
they
family
are.
of trash.
They're
No,
They're
no.
a
they're
trashy
a
family.
married couple like anyone else. They just clean up your garbage, and if they all stop cleaning up your garbage, you would live in shit.
Right, exactly.
Plus, they're
So
good salvagers. How do you think I pay my guys? Come on.
yeah, I mean, something like that. So yeah,
Think of all the
I
awesome
marked the
free
trash
stuff I
people.
find. Where? Oh yes, you marked the trash people.
yes,
Where their house was. They live right along the beach down there. Whoops,
yeah.
let me go back.
All right.
Thank you.
So I see that Krothar is still marking stuff as well.
Was that not where the
Or is-
trash folks live up
Yeah,
there?
it is.
I
in
just
Sandpoint.
said I marked where the trash people
Oh.
were.
I see.
Well,
I
that's the
see.
mark.
Okay.
Just
all
because
Not
they're
right.
trash, they should still be included.
right.
I mark maps for
My
a
God.
living, okay?
I got
And
you.
it's
I got you.
blue.
People.
You're very right on that. They should be included. So that being said, that Mayor Devram is exactly the information you are provided. There is now what appears to be potentially 3 different individual groups that are now missing. Nobody has turned up. Nobody has sent any information in. Nobody's requested any kind of ransoms or anything at this point. They are just poofing into thin air with some kind of a scuffle, possibly.
Mm-hmm. It needs to be looked in more, and it sounds like we're run thin.
Okay. So, what
So
is
we'll
your
have to
suggestion?
do it our fucking selves. Let's go check it out.
Okay, so you're wanting to put a search party together. Who exactly are you wanting to involve in the search party? I mean, obviously, you can take some of the guard. The town still has to have guard and people here stationed to protect the town in case something does happen, but and to keep the peace, obviously. But are you going to try to recruit from the locals? Are you going to spread that there's people missing?
No, I don't want to do that. Sheriff, you know the people. Well, who do we know? Who around town is skilled enough to help me look into these issues?
Well, I mean, Hosk is always a good source of any kind of tracking. They were a
True.
ranger in these parts, and they know the ins and outs of the woods and mountains and fields. We can definitely and see about employing them. They've already helped us with the caravan issues. I'm sure that they might be willing, maybe for some compensation, for sure, in assisting with that. I'm sure that we could round up some locals that might be willing to come help us, walk through the areas and see what we can find.
You're not going to like this, but I want you to get Gorick.
Get who?
Gorick.
Gorick. You mean Gorvy?
Oh, Gorvy. Hey, I made a note to remember who's who, and it's Gorick.
Poor Rick.
You can't read your own handwriting.
Rick is playing him, so you were partly right.
That's
I
how it
am.
works.
So
Kinda.
I want you to get Gorvy.
Could've.
Okay. I mean, some of them
Yeah.
are his people, but where
he knows
exactly
this
are you
town.
wanting the search party to go to? I mean, we have 3 different locations.
I think you start at the beach, work your way inland.
Okay, so we'll search the town and the surrounding area around the town and see if we can locate these individuals, and then we can. I mean, it's a good bit of countryside. We can search outwards a little ways, and if we can't find them, we can maybe move on to the farmhouse and see if we can spread out a little bit there. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Out of game.
Yes.
Can I just collect all of us?
Can you collect all of
I
us?
want to be like, now go here and get this person. Go here and get this person, and thus all of us are together.
I see what you wish to do. Is there a reason that you would suddenly just start grabbing random shopkeepers?
I'm building a team.
A team to
I'm
do
building
what?
a team of talented people
Walk
to
around
Town
investigate.
Avengers!
wants to help.
She's
We
gonna
don't
Ocean's.
have- We
She's
don't
gonna
have
Ocean's
any
11 to this.
adventurers. Yes, we don't have any adventurers. They left. But something is stealing and likely murdering innocent people around town. It is my job to protect them. And I think that I could at least figure
After you
out
steal from them, of course.
the most capable people, while the newbies
Who
that got
wants to
sent to us
volunteer so you
can
don't have
fucking
to
watch
spend
the
money?
gates.
Where
I'm
the
not
hell?
talking about spend. They can have all the not money that we don't have.
Where
But
the
I
hell
was
should
Hosk
I
is a
literally
good
roll?
one.
just
I
thinking
don't
that
know
there
why
was
I
an
would pick.
idea.
I don't know why I would pick
I want
Leslie
to.
Hosk,
Don't.
Devinder, Doric, Aliko.
Wordy, damn it.
Yeah, I would like to point out that for the most part, most of the people that the group is playing right now are shopkeepers, and they are
It's true.
not suited for the adventuring style lifestyle. The only
Oh,
one
that's
that
true. I
only ones
wouldn't
that
think of it for.
potentially would be Davra and Hosk and Amiko, and Amiko hung up the sword for more or
She
less as
wears it
far
a
as she,
lot.
well, not as much as you think, but yes, her character art has the weapon on it,
In
but
every
like,
photograph anybody's ever caught of her, she has it.
yeah, what are photographs?
That's
You mean
Really
instant
quick
portraits?
painters.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah.
Word through the grapevine is she has her own adventure in a couple years.
It's yeah, something like that. Not to mention she's been through a lot of shit here recently anyway, with with her father and her stepbrother and then the glassworks and everything else that's been
All
going
right. So
on.
I'm
She's
not
got a
gonna
lot.
gather the. I
Yeah.
won't just gather the team like the Avengers.
Yeah, that might not be the best thing because I mean, at the same time, that's also just going to be going out there and going entirely public that we have a missing persons problem.
No, you keep it low, on the
Yeah, I
low.
starting
mean,
to feel pretty
Except
public.
for
I
that
mean,
that
literally
one really
everyone in town is
gossipy.
talking about it.
you look,
All
gossip
across the
happens.
fucking all across the edge here, there's a bunch of people who know something's up. Somewhere in the middle of this place is people getting just tidbits of what is actually happening. I don't want to
Yes,
scare everybody.
maybe. Who knows? You're getting a lot of different information pieces and tidbits here and there. But yeah,
Excuse me.
so you want to put together a search party. You want to you start searching in the town first and the surrounding area around Sandpoint. See if you can find the couple that's from the town, and then we can kind of go from there, starting this search. By
This
this
needs to be
point,
handled before any more towns people
I
partake.
understand that. I will work on putting a group together this evening, and we can start at first light in the morning. Once the sun is up and we can see, we can begin this investigation uh, with a little bit more manpower. It's not much point in people wandering around in the dark hunting for people. That's how people get hurt and or lost. So, is that okay with you, Mayor?
It is.
Okay. He will turn and leave. Also, Mayor, I do one other thing. It's probably nothing. The guards last night did report that they heard some very weird noises at the north gate. Nobody saw anything. They didn't like see anything walking around. It was just a lot of like they described it as if like the woodland animals were moving around a lot out there, like a lot of trees rustling and stuff, like things that normally would die out towards the evening time, kind of didn't. So I don't know. It's just a little weird, a little strange.
Mm.
That's all. Um,
Have someone check it out and report back.
sure, I'll send a couple of guard out there to see if they can find anything. Um, I'll report back to you tomorrow when I have some more information. And he will leave.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Um, the next morning, as the group of shopkeepers are getting this information, they're hearing all these rumors and everything. The rumor mill is just a spinning. Devram, you're doing your normal day-to-day business.
Which
You
one is different? Me.
Hosk, Devram Hosk,
Hosk. Sorry.
the Goblin Squash Tables Master.
Are we both Devon?
You are Deverin, and he is Daverin.
That's
I know,
I've been
right?
having this.
I've
I've
been
been having
It's
this
very
problem
close. I
I
know.
hate
the
it.
whole
Mark
game.
and Mark.
Just
One
call
has
me
a C
Husk.
I've just been calling him Haas. Yes, Haas.
and hates
Just call
mayonnaise.
me
How about this?
Husk.
How about this? Mayor, we'll call you Mayor Kendra, and that's and
Just
Hosk. We'll just go with Hosk's
Mayor.
name.
As long as you add Mayor, I
Husk.
know who we're talking about.
Yeah, Hosk is Davrin's
Hosk.
last name. We'll go with Hosk, and we'll call you Kendra
Why
or
does
just
the name
Mayor,
Husk sound familiar?
because that's the Goblin Squash. You know.
We met
No,
them.
there's a reference in there, but anyway,
Yes,
go
sir.
on.
All right. This morning you have had a little bit of traffic already this morning, and you've heard these rumors that this farmer that was supposedly potentially missing walked into town this morning looking all rough and haggard and muddy and attacked the guards, and they had to put him down, kind of deal. And he was trying to bite him a little bit, like he was going kind of crazy. um, you've heard these rumors. When Amico from next door comes over, since Alan, you said you wanted to go over and talk to Hosk this morning.
Husk. Okay, so knock on his door.
The door swings open.
Hey,
Ah, yes.
Husk, how's it going? How's it going?
Well, awful. I ran into a slaughter or whatever into the carriages with the guards, dead bodies all over the place.
That's
Covered.
That's exactly what I wanted to talk to you about. I wanted to confirm if the rumors I was hearing.
Yes, they're true.
Do you think this is the occasion to add to your collection? I'm pointing up to his nailed ears all over the place.
Honestly, I have no fucking idea.
Actually, you would know. Both of you would potentially know. At least Hosk would be aware that there is and or was some goblins that do live down in the Brinestup marshes. They haven't been very active much recently, but there were goblins down there.
Well, it seems like
I
the goblins
mean,
are taking advantage of Dristan's Vigil no longer being here.
the last I took note is they were down in the marshes, and the weird thing is, I noticed drag marks leading to the marshes. But as far as I know, and I know them well, they haven't really been, active. I haven't seen any.
And what about the
Otherwise,
caravan
yeah,
goods?
the
What about the
goods
car? Yeah,
scattered, partly damaged, but nothing would look amiss,
well, there goes goblin theory. Do you know
right?
what Hemlock's going to do about it?
Send more guards to investigate more. I have no fucking idea. But we better handle it ourselves.
The horses were chewed on.
Maybe I might have to pull out my old adventuring gear.
Yep.
Well,
Maybe you'll just have to do that.
yeah. Maybe I'll go put that on and then go visit
Right
Hemlock.
over there on your iPad.
Right.
Take your iPad off.
I'll also join Hemlock as well.
Take your iPad off charge and put ours on.
I can't understand what you're saying, Chief.
Yeah. You talking to us, Steve, or somebody else?
Sorry.
Oh, good.
Or you're trying to whisper sweet nothings in our ear.
Right? That's what it sounded like. I couldn't
I was like,
understand what you were
"Excuse me."
saying, but I was like, a little intrigued there.
Right, so that's what I'm gonna go back to
I'm,
the
I'm
my
calm
place and
down.
You're back.
pull my
Are
old
we
gear.
supposed to hear it this time?
Yes.
Okay. As the two of you were having this conversation, there would be a guard that would be coming running down the street, and he would kind of slide up to the Goblin Squash tables and, hey, sorry to interrupt, Hosk, can we borrow you for a little bit?
What? Why? I was about on my way to Hemlock.
It's regarding that. Can you come with me? We kind of need your assistance with something.
Sure.
Okay.
Is this about the caravan?
Caravan? I don't know what you're talking about. No, there's
Yeah.
not a caravan.
Tell
It's-
Hemlock. Tell Hemlock I'll be there in a few minutes. All right, go
All
back.
right,
Go
I'll
to.
do that.
The guard's just gonna kind of be like standing there as you walk back into the the Rusty Dragon and close the door, and he's gonna be like, "Okay,
Get on with it.
right? Can you come with me?" And he's going to turn and go the opposite direction and head towards the southeast gate.
Why are we going this way?
This is where I need you to be. This is where I was told to bring you.
Poor kid.
Right? Poor kid, right?
He's
Right
like,
for
don't
this
you know
way.
I have
This is where
actual
we're
shit to
supposed to
shovel?
go. I don't know.
It's like I'm a runner, man. I'm a runner. I'm not. Don't shoot the messenger. So yeah, he's like,
That seems to be all the guards here.
Waste the bow.
So yeah, you can get whatever you need to get, and he would lead you down the street, and towards the south bridge and south entrance to the town. When you get down there, there is a group of guards, and they're milling about. And one of them is like obviously like a senior guard. He's taking it like talking to a couple of them that were what appeared to probably be like the night shift, and they've kind of got the gate blocked off from both ends. Like they're not letting it's not really a gate, but they're like keeping people away from the bridge, not letting them go out of the town that way. And as you're walking up, you can definitely see that there was something that happened here. Like the ground's messed up a little bit. There's definitely like dirt that's discolored, like from probably blood. And the senior guard would walk over to and go, "Thank you for coming, Hosk. I know we seem to be calling upon you a lot here this past day or so. It's not exactly something we want to make a habit of, but apparently that's what we're doing right now. Can you see what you can find? Like we've looked around a little bit, but we're not really sure. We have some ideas, but you're a better tracker than most of us put together half the time. Can you help us out?"
True. She.
Yeah.
Damn it. My character also has a bow. Hosk will grab some discolored dirt in his fingers
Okay.
and sniffs it.
Okay. Without even having to make a check for it, I will need a survival check from you. It is definitely blood.
Damn it, Phil. He's trying to chase raccoons out of our attic right now. So that's the banging. I apologize.
There was banging.
We do not hear the banging. Just
Yes.
so you know. I believe
Oh,
that's
that's
just you being haunted by that noise.
it's really loud. Okay. God, this is so distracting.
Well,
Oh
tell
yeah.
the raccoon to roll for
Okay.
initiative.
Roll. What do I roll for that?
Survival.
Survival. Okay. Thank you. Sorry. Oh, that is a natural 20.
Nice.
Roll to no roll to confirm.
No need
That's
for rolls to confirm.
right.
That's gonna be more than enough
31.
to meet. That is definitely more than enough to get any information you need off this. So, first off, yes, that is in fact blood. It's a little clotted already. Like you can tell it's a little bit old to begin with. Like the it's kind of dried into the dirt. But like the thicker splashes of it are not like fresh blood was spilled. It was kind of already congealed a little bit in its own way. Like it's a little bit older than you think it should be. The other thing is that they describe the situation to you. One of the guards walks over and is like, "All right, so this is what happened. We got reports yesterday that one of the farm families had not been seen, and so we sent out some riders. They checked the house, and they were missing. There were signs of a fight, very similar to kind of what happened at the caravan, and there was no bodies. Nobody was there. There was no bodies around. We don't know what happened to them. They were just gone. This morning, somebody approached the town at first light. One of the guards thought he recognized who it was and called out to him. He thought it was Harl, which was the husband of that family. And he called out to him just like, "Hey, Harl, is that you?" But the figure did not respond. He just kind of kept walking closer. When he got a little bit closer, was able to be seen by like the torches and the lanterns over here on this side of the bridge. They noticed that it was in fact Harl, and he was kind of bloodied up a little bit. Like his clothes were like all ragged and messed up. He was muddy. He was dirty. Looked like he hadn't eaten in a day or two. He looked really bad, and he had a bunch of blood on him. He was bleeding a good bit. So they went to help him, and as they were moving forward, well, Harl kind of threw himself at him. He tried to like hit him and claw at him with his nails, and hell, he even tried to take a chunk out of one of the guys trying to bite him. Unfortunately, they weren't able to restrain him, and well, they took him down. I'm sure that you can tell from the blood and everything that there was obviously somebody here laying on the ground, bleeding out. But can you give us any other information off that and what you can see? So with your survival check and knowing this story, you're able to look around at the tracks that Harl has leading off away from the town.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to follow them. They're pretty straightforward. Like he doesn't deviate from the path. Basically, he walks straight down the middle of this path with no deviations for quite a good while. And you're able to keep up with the tracks. They're fresh. They're like you're tracking, just seeing where he's coming from. And after several minutes of walking down the road, you notice that several other sets of tracks kind of converge on his, as if there was a group of people walking down the street or down the old coast road, basically, and they all just kind of dispersed off the road and get kind of lost in the bushes and the trees and the grass and everything, and left Harl to walk alone all the way up to the point where he encountered the guards and was inevitably met his end. That's the information you're able to gather off your survival check.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like he was sick and not right in the head.
Something was obviously going on with him. I know people can get kind of messed up when they haven't had food and drink after a day or two, and they can see
Covered in
things.
blood and
yeah, I mean, he almost looked like he'd been lost in the woods or something for a couple of days and had been living off whatever he could find or catch. I mean, he looked bad. And like I said, the guys that worked last night said he had a crazed look on his face when he just threw himself at him and, like I said, started trying to claw and punch and hit, and like I said, damn near took a chunk out of one of them.
very strange.
It was very strange. Luckily, the guys were mostly unharmed, maybe a bruise or something like that, but it's not exactly the best day in the world when you got to, unfortunately put down somebody that's a little local like that. But they didn't give him
We're
much
in the
choice.
process of gathering men and a party, if you will, to to see what we can find further.
Sure. We've already got somebody going to report to Hemlock to let him know of the events this morning. I hear
I
that
was
there
just
was.
on my way over there.
Yeah, I hear that there is maybe other things going on this morning. I've heard talk with the garrison. They were putting a list of people together and the garrison together, and I think they were actually maybe planning to talk to you at some point. I'm not 100% sure.
So I see
But
I should go to the garrison.
yeah, that might be a good idea. And you can actually, if you want to, just report that off to your echoing, Rick.
Break your echoing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why it just started like that.
Don't know.
Fluffy!
There is
Snake.
a boop noodle.
Boop noodle.
It
Yes,
is a boop noodle. A
is a-
snackadoodle.
yes. Yeah. So you are free to do that if that's what you would like to do. Be doing this morning. You are still echoing.
Nope, I go to the garrison.
All right. All right. So you head to the garrison. Amico, what were you planning to do? You said you were going to go get your stuff together. Were you heading to the garrison as well?
Yes, once I got all my stuff.
Okay. You would go back inside. You'd pass off the morning to-do lists and stuff to Bethana, and you would be able to.
I forgot her name.
Yeah, Bethana Corwin. You would be able to pass your stuff off to her. She'd take over running the Rusty Dragon, and you'd be able to get your stuff on and head towards the garrison. You'd probably be coming out about the same time that Hosk is actually coming down the street, passing the Rusty Dragon, and heading in that general direction. Van Vender, give me a perception check, if you will, please.
That's
I
you, Nathan?
have
Oh yeah.
a 17.
A 17. As you're
Even
going about
more.
your normal morning, you've heard this hubbub and buzz that some of the inhabitants of Sandpoint have you've heard in passing already this morning about the events that transpired. The he said, she said, they said kind of situation. You happen to be walking by and rearranging a shelf of something as you are looking out the window, and you see that Miko and Devon Hosk are very intently power marching towards or down the street.
Okay.
As a grumpy old bitch, you have to go out and talk to them.
Why?
No, I'm just saying. I'm
You have
just
to
saying that
say,
that's
"Stop
something you see.
walking
Is all.
so loud in my house."
No, I know I see them. I can't realistically imagine I would go talk to them.
Yeah.
So I would just watch them go by.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. I was just giving you a chance to see something
I
happen.
got you.
Yeah.
If I could think of a reason, I would go chase him down. But I can't. So
Yeah, that's fine. Not a problem. So yeah, you just note that they, wonder what they're doing. No, there you go.
I am that nosy, yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of what happens. So Amiko and Hosky, the two of you are able to make it down to the garrison, no problems, all the way up here. The guard at the front gate would be like, good morning, can I help you? What do you two need? Like, because you just kind of power walk up to him.
We're here to help about finding out what happened to the caravan people.
What do you mean? What happened to the caravan people? What?
There was a slaughter at the caravan, and also I've heard things going towards the marshes and the woods.
Look, we already had one attack on this town a what has it been? Weeks,
It's,
days,
it's
months?
yeah, it's been a couple weeks, about 2 weeks since
A
everything
few
kind of
weeks.
happened.
A few weeks back. Thankfully, we had a bunch of adventurers happen to be in the town at the same. Now we don't. Now we should proactively take care of a dangerous situation before it enters the town again.
Okay. Um, he
Amiko gets it.
right. Uh,
She's like, "Do you know how many dead people come out of this town? Can we do something?"
right. Um. uh, okay. Um. The sheriff's inside. You might just you'd be better off talking to him. Yeah, I can't tell you anything. But he would open the gate and let you go in. So I'm assuming that you're just gonna march right on into
Mhm.
Hemlock's
Yep.
office, kind of deal. Gotcha.
Yep.
So
Let me do
you
this
you
thing.
march right on in. Nobody like stops you as you're crossing the yard. You get inside, and Hemlock is very busy this morning. Obviously, it looks like somebody definitely threw a monkey wrench in his plans, and he is running around like looking at maps, looking at stuff, ordering people around, sending people off, and he's like, Hosk, I was about to actually send for you. Oh, hey, Amiko. Good morning. What could
Morning.
Well,
What are we
what-
doing
what
about
a
the
decent trip.
missing people?
uh, okay. Yeah. he has that moment of just like buffering, and okay. What did you say, Hosk? I couldn't hear you over what Amiko was saying.
I just said that I saved you the trip of going to get me.
I appreciate you coming to me and not having to retrieve you. I'm guessing one of the guard has already taken you to the incident that was happening this morning.
Yes.
I see. Um, were you able to discover or find anything out about that?
Well, I saw drag marks head towards the marsh, and then I lost the tracks from there. Then going further
Don't go in my shirt.
with more guards, they're telling me that a group dispersed into the forest, aside from Harl.
Okay. So you just reiterate from the caravan that you lost their tracks into the leading into the marsh area, and that with this morning's event, you discovered that Harl was not alone. Basically, there was a group of people with him at some point that dispersed into the local woods and stuff outside of town. Yes.
When I saw the tracks headed into the forest or whatever, um, did the tracks look the same as before, like heavily indented on one side? And
They did. They were also barefoot. They very much looked very similar to those that you found at the caravan.
I relay that.
There you go. Hemlock would pale a little bit and be like, okay, well, we have a larger problem, I think, at this point.
A larger problem?
This isn't the caravan was the first incident that happened. Yesterday, it was discovered that we had two citizens that had disappeared, similar circumstances. What appeared to we thought was maybe like a small fight or brawl at their home, disagreement of some sort, maybe a drunken disorder situation. They have not been found in town, and we also were tipped off to a family that potentially had not been seen recently, so we sent out some riders, and their house was empty and appeared to have had a fight in it of some sort. And then this morning early, one of those farmers shows up and attacks the guard at the South Bridge.
That is a big problem. It sounds like it's spreading.
And you're telling me that they weren't alone, and that the people that potentially kidnapped the caravan people were also responsible for the farmhouse and Harl's family.
That's the assessment that I got.
I have no clue who is doing this or why they're doing this. And you weren't able to find any other clues outside of it. It appears to be the same people.
I can't shake what Harl did to the guards. Did you hear about that?
They described it as he was hitting and clawing and scratching at them in his crazy, like a crazed look on his face, and that he even tried to bite them once or twice before they had to take him out. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to make of it.
I'm not really sure either, but it sounds beyond human.
Yeah. We have his body here if you would like to look at it. I don't know, maybe you can. We haven't had exactly a lot of chance to look at it this morning, as well the situation with him came up. So
show me the body.
Okay. Amico, I don't know if you would want to see it or not. You're obviously inserting yourself into the situation, so you're welcome to, I guess, join. You were an adventurer.
He has a strong stomach. She can handle it.
I'm sure, but you're welcome to, I guess, look into maybe some of your traveling. You might have seen something like this. He would take you to the jail cells that are down below the garrison. It'd be dark down there. It'd be cool down there. That's why they do keep bodies down here, like right after events, as y'all have experienced as the actual heroes of Sandpoint. He would lead you back to one of the back cells. They're all empty right now. And in the back cell, where it's kind of a little bit colder than the rest of them, you would find the body of a man. He is disheveled. He is dirty. He looks like he's dressed like a farmer that maybe got like thrown and rolled around in some mud a little bit and then kind of like half cleaned off, and then also kind of like lost in the woods for like 3 days. Like he's emaciated. He looks like sunken and just like dehydrated. He's human jerky, if you will. But he's laying on the little like bed rack that they've got in there. What would you like to do?
Can I make a skill check to assess the body?
Sure. Amiko, is there anything you would like to do?
$17.
I just like he's the tracker. I'm here for support.
All right. You're just watching as Hosk walks over and kind of starts just patting the body down, checking his chest, rolls him over, looks at his back a little bit, lifts up his shirt, lifts up his pants leg, starts looking at his legs and his arms. And
I lift up his lips or whatever to check his teeth.
Yeah, you look in his mouth, look and see like anything you could find that's kind of weird. Like I said, the basic description, he's emaciated. He's definitely like hadn't eaten or he's dehydrated kind of vibe is what you're getting out of this guy. Like he was lost in the woods for a couple days. You do find he has a wound. It's on his middle lower back. It's dried, like it doesn't look like it's been actively bleeding or anything of that nature. But you would find that he has a wound back there.
But does it look similar to the bite marks that I saw earlier?
It does. And now that you have a little bit better of a clearer picture on something that's not got chunks out of it, it looks vaguely, well, not even vaguely, it looks very much like a mouth bite from a human that has partially torn a chunk out of the flesh, but it definitely looks like teeth marks. Like you or me had just kind of torn apart out of them.
This is today's episode of The Walking Dead.
Over here.
Does it look infected?
Oh, it doesn't look that great. You would be able to tell that, but like the skin around it's a little bit of inflamed and everything, but yeah.
He's wounded. He's been bitten.
Yep, he was definitely bit by something. Do either of you have knowledge religion?
Let's see.
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I have +6.
Do we know the name of the guard that he bit?
He didn't
16,
bite anybody. He
18,
attempted to
20,
bite somebody.
22.
A 22. The
Yeah,
description,
Nico's got them.
yeah, from what you're seeing in front of you, Amiko, this guy is fitting an incredibly classic description for a ghoul. He was crazed. He was trying to bite and claw people. He has an infected looking bite on his back. He's very sunken and like emaciated looking. Yeah. Feeling
Well, now.
feeling a little ghoulish there, if you will.
It looks like Tristan's Vigil left a couple of loose ends.
Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, that's kind of what you discovered having looked at the body. What would you like to do?
Well, I guess we should tell the mayor, and then maybe since we're dealing with undead, we should get some holy men involved.
All right. So you would go back upstairs. Hemlock would look at you and go, were you able to discover anything off him? Like I said, we haven't had exactly a chance to look at him too terribly much.
Ghoul attack.
Ghouls. I thought Drysdan's Vigil said they handled that.
Apparently, they must have left a couple lying around.
This is not good. If that's why people have been going missing, we might have a larger problem on our hands. Harl was just one. The caravan probably had 8, 10, 12 people in it, plus the husband wife that are missing here in town, and
it was easily over 20.
And plus the farm family as well. I mean, Harl was just one, but he had a wife. His father was there. They had a couple kids. I mean, that's roughly around 20 people, maybe a little more. That's not good.
Now Archer's in my head. You want a zombie apocalypse? This is how you get a zombie apocalypse.
This is how you get a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. I need to talk to the mayor.
I think you need to involve the churchmen too.
Yes, we're gonna have to make some changes for sure. We will do what we can this afternoon, this evening. I would honestly be prepared. We're most likely going to put something like a curfew in place and some other stuff. We'll be letting people in the town know. For right now, I would advise that you go back and handle your businesses as best you can right now. Try to advise people not to leave town at all. Period. Now, I'm sure that I'll be back in contact with one or if not both of y'all in the very near future. And he would turn and he would leave, and as you would see him walking out of the garrison, he would like stand in the doorway for a second and just kind of yell across the yard and just be like, Garen, get over here. And you would see a man come running up. And he would, like, first off, Hemlock, do not call me like I am one of your local guard. I mean, this is happening right in front of the front door. Door's still wide open. Y'all are still standing there. Like, some of the guard garrison is there. I'm like, I am not one of your locals. All right, we are here to help, but I am a member of the actual military of Magnamar. I will not be spoken to in such ways. And as he is standing there, I actually can copy, move this picture over so I can just place it there so y'all can see this character. Boom. This is the man that is standing there with Sheriff Hemlock. He is wearing blue and gold armor.
You built this character.
Right. What's bad is after I generated this character, I was like, wow, he has like an almost like Pablo Pascal look to his face.
Pedro Pascal?
Right. This is the man that is standing there. He's holding his helmet. He has a long sword on his hip. He does have a quiver and of arrows on him, as well as a long bow kind of strung over his shoulder, but he looks very like well put together. His armor is very clean. It has a little bit of a shiny glow to it. Not a super bright glow, but it does seem to almost like brighten up around him. And for the two of you, you would probably recognize this man. Maybe you've probably seen him around town a little bit. That is Sergeant Garen Vex. He is the sergeant that was sent out with the Magnamar garrison that was sent over. He's in charge of the 24 other soldiers that were sent. And so he's responsible for them. He is working in tandem with the sheriff to secure the town. You would overhear them having a very brief conversation of him explaining to Garen what exactly was just discovered, and that they need to go talk to the mayor. And as they walk to the garrison gates, that's where we're going to call it for tonight.
Okay.
So, I hope...
Yay, zombies.
Yes, yay zombies. For anybody that's watching and has joined us this evening, thank you. Hope you enjoyed this. Definitely not a one-shot.
Never is.
We
never
all knew
is.
that was going to happen.
It never is.
I
does not have
I
a
was-
I
zombie
had way too
apocalypse
many
plan.
questions for a little over what I had.
Right. I was pushing. I was trying to get us there.
There
But that's
was never
it.
a shot.
It is what it is. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all enjoyed it as the players. There's a little bit of an
sure.
out of the
being the mayor.
normal experience for sure.
My voice.
You say your voice.
My voice.
I
like
would rather had
The
sheriff.
voice
your
was
hospital.
rough for me.
I told y'all you didn't have to do a voice, but you're welcome to try to do a voice or do a voice for it. But by all means, you did very well, I thought. But like I said, thank you for joining us for this. Definitely not a one shot. We will be back with more Rise of the Runelords one shot part 2 next week to close out this story, and then potentially if we close it out next week, hopefully we'll close this out next week. We'll get back to our regularly scheduled programming. So we'll hope that it sticks to a 2-shot this time, like last time.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yep.
Yep.
Exactly. So outside of that, thank y'all for joining us. Please like and subscribe. Follow us here on Twitch, on YouTube, on Instagram, and TikTok, all the things. Links to follow in just a moment. Thank y'all, and good night.
If you're watching us live, Daggerheart tomorrow.
Bye.
That's correct.
Yep, absolutely. Daggerheart tomorrow.
All right.
Bye-bye.